Welcome to the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin with today's news headlines. The town of Hilton Head has vehemently come down on the side of 93-year-old Jonesville Road resident Josephine Wright in her legal battle with the developers of the Bailey's Cove subdivision, literally right outside her back door. Now, the town has released a statement saying they will not issue any permits to build any homes until the legal issues between the developer and Wright are settled. Now, the developer says it owns a corner of Wright's lot that's been in her family for nearly a century and has sued her for access. Now, she's received financial support from celebrities like rapper Snoop Dogg, basketball star Kyrie Irving, and entertainer Tyler Perry. Her GoFundMe account for legal bills has raised more than $300,000. Well, the RBC Heritage officials are not confirming it yet, but a report in Golf Week magazine reveals that next year's PGA Tour schedule has the Heritage in its usual spot on the calendar the week after the Masters and is keeping its designated status as a high-level event that might have fewer than 80 players and no 36-hole cut. Now, the Golf Week report says the tournament dates will be April the 18th through the 21st. And unlike last year, when the top 20 players were required to play, there's no requirement in 2024. Just a whole lot of money to play for in the neighborhood of the $20 million purse this past year. Well, Georgia and Savannah airport authorities have called off the search for Harrison Baynes, who got away from lawmen at the airport before a flight to Minnesota, where he faces domestic abuse charges and is considered a predatory offender. He was arrested back in June at Georgia Southern for car theft. Now, while the search was going on outside the airport for nearly 4 hours, operations continued inside and no flights were delayed. Well, almost exactly 31 months after the January 6th insurrection at the U.S. Capitol, 4 members of a South Carolina family have been sentenced to prison terms ranging from 1 month to 4 months. Linwood Robinson Sr., his son Linwood II, and wife Brittany, and another son, Benjamin, who all live in the upstate, were considered ringleaders in the riot at the Capitol and were sentenced in the same courthouse on the same day former President Trump was arraigned for his efforts to overturn the 2020 election. And the battle over the future of the Pine Island development isn't over yet. The developers of Pine Island are now going to court to try to overturn Beaufort County's cultural protection overlay that protects the area on St. Helena Island from any development. Now, 4 groups have filed independent motions in defense of the overlay, saying that 3 proposed 6-hole golf courses will push Native Islanders out of their homes on the island. No court dates have yet been set. For more information on these stories and many more, please check out the media sources listed on your screen. And remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check us out on our website at WHHI-TV.com. Now, if you have a news story or a cool weather photo or just a news tip, well, you can email it to us at news@WHHI-TV.com. And now let's check in with sports with Justin Jarrett. Justin?
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. And it's almost time for high school football to return to the Lowco. The season kicks off next Saturday when Beaufort Academy faces Trinity Collegiate in the One Team, One Cause football showcase at Charleston Southern, and the Friday night lights flip on full blast on August 18th. But Thursday was a sort of tailgate party for those of us who have to work on Friday nights. Media members gathered at FWDG Furniture in Beaufort for WHHI's annual High School Football Media Day, and players and coaches from around the Lowco descended upon us with optimism springing eternal and dreams of state championships dancing in their heads. The defending Class 3A champion Beaufort Eagles were there, and Coach Bryce Lybrand says his coaching staff is eager for the opportunity to try to mold a new group of men into a championship team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the preparation changes for us, and the football geek and myself and probably the rest of our coaches on our staff really enjoy that part of it.
The rest are trying to reach the mountaintop where Lybrand's Eagles reside, including their neighbors on Ladies Island. Longtime Thomas Hayward coach Nick Shuford makes the move to Beaufort Academy this season, and he brings his son and quarterback Dietrich Shuford with him to pair with an impressive stable of offensive weapons.
them trying to figure out the kind of style of football I want to play, and me learning the style of football they're accustomed to playing, and trying to find a mix of what we think will be most successful with.
We'll take a look at more Lowco high school football teams as we lead up to kickoff. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Thanks for that update, Justin. Maria's got our weekend forecast. What is it looking like, Maria?
Thanks, Robyn. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we'll get a little bit of a break from the rain we've been having this weekend, but then we are going to see those storms starting to roll through our area again starting next week. So taking a look at Saturday, it's going to be partly cloudy with an afternoon thunderstorm, but it should be clearing up by the evening. Hillman's going to have a high of 88, a low of 75. Bluffton's going to have a high of 91, a low of 74, and Beaufort's going to have a high of 90 and a low of 75. Come Sunday, it's going to be cloudy with Hillman having a high of 89, a low of 77. Bluffton's going to have a high 92, a low of 75, and Beaufort's going to have a high 92 and a low of 76. The sunrise for this weekend is going to be at 6:40 and sunset's going to be at 8:17. Taking a look at the beach tides, Saturday low tide's going to be at 7:46 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 1 p.m. And then come Sunday, low tide's going to be at 8:36 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 1:53 p.m. Taking a look into next week, Monday is going to be partly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms earlier in the day. Then we are going to see some more thunder showers in the evening. Highs in the 90s, lows in the upper 70s. Come Tuesday, it's going to be cloudy with thunderstorms in the afternoon and in the evening. Highs in the 90s, lows in the upper 70s again. And then come Wednesday, it's going to be partly cloudy with highs in the 90s and lows in the 70s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
As we all know, Hardeeville is exploding. Coming up after the break, John Brown will join us. He is a director of public works to talk about what's going on. Stay tuned.